Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be reviewing a brand new palette as well as bringing you guys 2 looks with this palette, and that is the Lurella Cosmetics Rockin Moroccan eyeshadow palette. I'm sure like me, most of you guys are like, I've never heard of Lurella Cosmetics before, and honestly you guys, this is a very new brand to me. I was recently gifted this palette for my birthday from my boyfriend's mom. After my first time using this palette, I knew I had to share this with you guys. It is seriously a beautiful palette. In my opinion, huge spoiler alert, I think this is the best colorful palette that I've ever tried. And I'm not just saying that as someone who has tried so many different eyeshadow palettes and who has worked with so many different formulas of eyeshadow. This hands down is the best formula and the best experience that I've ever had with colorful eyeshadows. So right off the bat, I knew I had to share this with you guys and create a couple of looks for you here on my channel. I really haven't heard anyone talk about the brand Lurella before I got this palette, and upon doing a little bit of research and watching some YouTube videos, I believe it is an indie makeup brand, and on YouTube they seem to be the most popular for their mystery box unboxings. I saw a ton of videos of people unboxing their mystery boxes here on YouTube, but I have yet to see any reviews on any of their individual palettes, and I don't know why, because honestly, at least this one is so good. I really hope that you guys enjoy seeing this video. I hope you enjoy seeing these 2 colorful makeup looks, and let's go ahead and get started. Starting off with just some details about the palette, this is what the packaging looks like. So beautiful. This is a Moroccan inspired palette with all of these bright colors. It has all the ingredients and stuff on the back, and this is going to be one of those palettes that's half eyeshadow formula as well as half pressed pigments, and you're going to see more of those pressed pigments in the brighter shades, typically yellows, oranges, those bright teals and purples. Those really bright intense shades are typically going to be the pressed pigments, just because you get more of that intense finish with them. Just to give you guys a little more detail on the palette, the website says our Rockin Moroccan eyeshadow palette is made of 25 long-wearing shades, ranging from a vibrant mix of mattes and high shine shimmers, inspired by the beautiful culture and architecture of Morocco. This palette combines everything you need to take your glam to the next level. Each rich and velvety shade is weightless and stays put for mesmerizing looks that last. I definitely would agree with all of that. So far, the formula is really great. I have tried this before, just the application you guys are going to see today, and it does last all day long. I wore these shadows like 10-12 hours and I didn't see any fading or any creasing, and the palette is definitely full of those beautiful, bright, like neon, vibrant, colorful shades, but you do get a mix of some browns in there, some good transitions if you want to tone it down and kind of mix those colorful shades with those everyday neutrals. It's just stunning. I feel like I can't say it enough, and the best part is that it is so incredibly affordable. It only retails for $20, which I think is an amazing price for what you are getting in here. 25 shades for $20, less than $1 per shadow, and it also is a pretty large eyeshadow palette. To compare the size to the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette, it's about double the size, and the e.l.f. Retro Paradise palette is $14, so for only $6 more, the palette is double the size, and the pan sizes of what you are getting in the palette are a lot bigger as well. So I believe that is all the info I wanted to give you guys on this palette today. I am so excited to jump on into the application and show you guys 2 looks using this palette. The first look that you guys are going to see is the one that I'm wearing now, and I just did this for you guys talk through so you could see how the eyeshadows perform, and I was able to give you guys some first impressions on the colors that I was using, because for today's look I tried to use all colors that I hadn't tried before in this palette. And then the second look I'm going to show you guys is more of an orangey pink sunset type of look, and that I filmed a few days ago, and I'm just going to be doing that for you guys voiceover style. Let's go ahead and jump on into today's look using the Lurella Cosmetics Rockin Moroccan palette. I am so excited to dip into some more of these beautiful colorful shades. So far, the ones that I have tried have performed so beautifully, but today I really want to dip into a couple of different colors. I'm sure you guys saw the final look already in the intro. I really want to do something beautifully blue, greeny type of shades. I wore my teal shirt today to kind of guide me along here. I really don't want to butcher any of these shade names, so I'm going to either put the shade name on the screen or put them down below. But the first shade that I'm going to take to start off my eye look today is this beautiful bright teal shade down here. It is like the perfect mix of a tealy greenish blue shade. And I'm going to start by running this pretty much all over my eye. I think I want to go for just a super blown out type of bluish look today. From using this palette a few times prior to this, the pigment on this palette, you guys, is so good. But for today's look, I'm going to try to use shades that I've never used before, just to give some first impressions on the formula that I haven't tried yet, and then also to kind of test out a broad spectrum of the shades that I haven't used yet to kind of get a more rounded feel for the palette. So this is that beautiful teal shade. I've only dipped into the pan twice so far, and I feel like that's a really, really intense buildup. I just went ahead and zoomed you guys in so you could see what I'm doing a little bit better, but so far this teal shade is applying and blending so nicely on the eye. It's really not taking a lot of building. And then of course going in and doing the same thing on the other eye. Oh wow, this has so much pigment to it. Now that I have that teal shade all over, I'm going to take the same shade, but I'm just going to switch to a little bit more of a dense brush to concentrate that a little bit more in my lower crease here and kind of really build it up nice and bright and vibrant right above the lid. So it's more diffused as it goes up, but more concentrated right in the actual crease line. I mean, are you kidding? This is one of the most pigmented shades like this that I've seriously ever used. I don't think I've ever used a blue or a teal that's this pigmented and it's not blending away as I'm working with it. It is so good right now. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of my ColourPop No Filter concealer to carve out my lid. I think I just want to go dramatic with these looks. The color scheme in this palette and just this whole palette in particular makes me just want to go colorful. It makes me want to go dramatic. So I think I'm gonna do like a little half cut crease situation and just carve out the front of my lid to prep for my lid shade, just to make it a little bit more kind of defined and dramatic. First, I'm going to take this beautiful green shade right here. It's like this really sparkly, it's a little bit teal, but I definitely think this one leans more on the green side. This one right there, it's a little bit more green in person than I think it's picking up on camera, but how beautiful is this? And I think I'm just going to press this on the outer half of my lid where I cut out the crease right here. So far with all of the metallic colorful shades that I've used, I haven't had to wet them yet. I only had to wet one of the lighter like sparkly shades in this palette that I think is meant to be a little bit more of like a topper kind of glitter shade. This shade right here is a perfect example. It definitely does not need any help whatsoever being beautiful and vibrant on the eyes. I'm definitely taking the shade probably 2/3 of the way in, but I want to leave the 1/3 of my lid a little bit open just to kind of brighten it up with a lighter shade in the palette. And then to finish off the lid, I'm going to take this light champagne shade that's right next to the green in the palette. I think these will look super pretty next to each other, and I'm going to again just take that on my finger. It's again just a really bright champagne shade, and I'm going to put that on the first third that I didn't cover with the green. And I'm just going back and forth with my finger and my brush to make sure that I really press this over neatly over the concealer cut crease that I did on the inner corner to keep that nice dramatic shape. But I do think just to kind of break up the lid green and the teal that I have in my crease, I'm going to take a little bit of this deep teal right here and just apply that on the outer corner just for a little bit of definition. I don't want to make this too dark and smoky, but I feel like it just needs a little something something to break up those two colors. Okay, so here's what we have going so far on the eyes for this blue teal greenish look. I am obsessing over this look, you guys. I still definitely think I stand by my statement that these are the best colorful eyeshadows that I've ever tried, and I've tried a lot of eyeshadows. Now that the top of my eyes are done, I'm going to quickly pop on some mascara, throw on the rest of my face so we could come back and finish the lower lash line, and then we're gonna jump on into another look using the same palette just to show you guys more colors and give you something a little different. But I'm gonna finish up my face and I'll be right back. Okay, face is done. I am back to finish up the eyes. I am going to use this really beautiful, it's kind of similar to the first teal shade that we used, but it's a metallic and it's a little bit deeper. I will show you guys what it looks like on the finger. If you can see there, just such a beautiful blue. All of these shades are gorgeous. So I'm going to take this on a little smudger brush and smudge this under my eye. I love a good metallic moment under the eye. I think it's so pretty. Just to give it a little bit more of a monochromatic feel, I'm going to go back in with the original teal shade and just kind of smoke out the blue metallic shade under my eye using this teal. I'm going to take a little bit of the white cream shade up here to highlight the brow bone. I kind of took that first teal shade a little high up, so I'm hoping to tone it down a little bit using this beautiful cream shade. To highlight my inner corner, I'm going to use the same champagne light shade that I used on the inner thirds of my eye. All right, you guys, so here is the look all done. Here is the bluish, tealy, greenish look that I came up with using the Lurella Cosmetics Rockin Moroccan palette. I know this video was all about the eyes, but I wanted to mention I'm also wearing the Lurella gloss today in the shade Love That For You. I have it on top of a peachy lip liner, but these smell so good. They smell like orangey, like citrus kind of, and it's just such a comfortable glossy formula, and it's a really pretty, like, perfect light nude gloss that you guys know I love. I want to go ahead and insert some clips from the other day when I filmed another look. I'm working here with more oranges and browns and pink tones just so you could see kind of the full spectrum of this palette. Even though 2 looks I feel does definitely not cover all of these beautiful shades. If you want to see the second look that I created, I'm gonna roll the clips right now. All right, let's jump on into the second look using this palette. And for the second look, I was very inspired by the actual packaging of the palette with the oranges and the beautiful fuchsia. So starting off, I'm going to take the orange, which was actually the first shade in this palette that instantly caught my eye. It is so bright yet so wearable and beautiful at the same time. So I'm starting off by putting this shade in my crease / transition area, and as you guys can see, another beautifully pigmented shade, but I do want to kind of tone it down just a little bit and deepen up the outer corners. So I'm going in with this chocolatey brown shade and applying that right on the outer corner. These are beautiful shades for fall if you guys just want to go ahead and throw on a cream shade on a lid, a little champagne sparkle on the lid. It would be a beautiful fall time look, but again, I want to go colorful and have some fun. So I'm taking this kind of duochrome shade. It's a little bit of a deep champagne-y bronze, but when you turn your head, there are definitely some hot pink glitters in there. It's a really unique color as well as formula in the sense that it's a little bit more of a sheer glitter topper formula. It's not as pigmented or as metallic as the rest of the shades, but it's still really great on the lid. It gives more of a sheer wet look, so I decided to go in with this really bright fuchsia again to match the palette packaging and squeeze that right in the middle of the lid shade and the outer corner shade to add a fun pop of pink. So here I'm just doing a little bit more blending and deepening up that outer corner, and I decided that I did want to try and intensify my lid shade, so I'm just taking it with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus. I find that this didn't help a ton, but again, I do believe this shade is intended to be more of a sheer formula on purpose, more of that glitter topper type of feel instead of an intense pigmented metallic right off the bat. So I'm just going in with my brush and trying my best to mesh the two colors together on the lid so there is a seamless blend and no harsh lines between the shades. I'm going off camera to finish up the rest of my face, and once I have that done, I could finish up my lower lash line using this matte fuchsia shade in the palette on my Sigma smudger brush. So I'm just running that under my eye. Again, great shade, really pigmented, and then I'm going to blend and smoke that out even further using the original orange shade in the palette to kind of bring that orange all around the eye and give it a little bit more of a monochromatic, evened out feel. And lastly, I'm taking the champagne shade in this palette for a bright pop on my inner corners, and that is it for the second look. That is the completed look. I love the orange and pink together. Again, I was really inspired by the packaging on this palette, and I just love the sunset vibes of this whole look. And if you guys were wondering, the ponytail that I'm wearing is from insert name here, and it is their Maya pony. So that was the second look with the palette. I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing the orangey and the pink tone. I really did enjoy how that look turned out as well. Definitely a little bit more kind of glam, I feel, with that really sleek ponytail, but I really love how both of these looks turned out. And honestly, just to give you a quick overall review on this palette, I really love it, and I totally want to recommend this to you guys. I'm the type of person where I am always skeptical when I am trying new eyeshadow formulas, especially from a brand like Lurella Cosmetics. I had never heard of them before. In my opinion, they're not popular to me. They're more of like an indie brand. So I was very skeptical, but I have to say I am so happy that I was gifted this palette for my birthday and I was able to try it out, because genuinely these are some of the best colorful eyeshadow formulas that I've ever tried, and they took all of the hardships that I typically have with working with color. It took all of those right out, and it made both of the colorful looks that I created in today's video so easy, so foolproof, and it really made me enjoy working with color, which you guys know I typically rarely ever do here on my channel. Color is nerve-wracking for me, and I think that is because it's always hard for me to find a formula that's going to work, it's going to be pigmented, that I don't have to build up a ton, that's not going to have a lot of fallout. But I am so beyond blown away and impressed with this palette. I am definitely going to use this a ton for the rest of the summer, or even in the winter when I want a fun pop of color. Some of these browns, these reddy orange, yellowy shades that are going to be beautiful for the fall. I am so happy to have this palette in my collection. As I mentioned earlier, I definitely think I would go as far to say that this is the best colorful eyeshadow palette that I've ever tried, and it's only 20 bucks, so pretty affordable for everything that you are getting in here. I can't stress enough that I just had so much fun using this palette, and it was so easy to create these colorful looks today. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed seeing this video. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me today. If you did, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel before you leave. I would love to have you guys here as part of my little YouTube fam. If you don't want to miss out on any of my future videos, click that notification bell down below and you'll get notified every single time that I upload a new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!